Well, good morning. Today is Friday, January 5th. Today is my friend Debbie's birthday, but she doesn't watch me, so I'm not singing to her. I'm not wasting my song on somebody that doesn't watch me. But anyway, it's very cold. It is -1 with the wind chill of 20 below. And I'm not going out. I'm staying in, but I'm dressed warmly for in the house. I'm very frugal, which is another word for cheap, because I'd rather bundle up than turn my heat up. I don't like the feeling of being hot, but I don't like being cold either. So I keep my thermostat really like around 67. Jim tries to sneak it up to 69. We play a little game, which is not really smart because then you're just playing with the thermostat and you're making it go up and down. But he'll get up in the morning, he'll turn it up to 69. And then after I turn my I do my shower and get dressed and everything, I'll walk by it and I'll just nonchalantly turn it down to 67. And then it'll stay like that for about 3 or 4 hours, and then he'll get cold and he'll turn it up to 69. And then I'll wait an hour or two and then I'll turn it back down. It's a game. It's a game. I can't help it. It's a game. And then at night when we go to bed, I turn it down to 58. You're under your blankets, you know. You can stay warm that way. But I'm on a budget plan, so it doesn't really matter. I'd pay the same amount no matter what I took my heat at. But it's a psychological thing. And one of the people I'm going to recommend, because I didn't recommend anybody yesterday, but one of them is Freedom in a Budget or Freedom on a Budget. I never know the right one, but I'll put her link down below. She's young. She just got married in 2017, and she's basically debt-free. And I'm really envious of her because she's so good with money. And she goes to Weight Watchers too. And so I follow her, and I'm making way better choices this year. Even though it's only 5 days in, I've made some really smart choices in these 5 little days. It really has made a difference, and I feel so between losing weight and being on a budget and a real budget, because I just do like a half-ass budget where I say I'm going to spend so much money on this and so much money on that, and then I have like a fund that's just a go get whatever I want kind of fun. No, I'm not having that this year. I want to get out of debt completely. I try to not use my credit cards, but I didn't. But I don't. But I do. I do. But I didn't use them at Christmas, so I'm really proud of myself because I really started in December, but it was kind of hard to really save or pay anything extra because I go crazy at Christmas time. I go crazy. So but anyway, so that's one of the people I'm going to recommend. And yesterday was it was such a successful day for me food-wise because I had so much stress. And it was really not unnecessary stress. It was just stress I brought on upon myself. And it started when I brought my brother-in-law to the doctors. Just before I left, I get these major cramps in my upper thigh. I don't know if it's just an old person thing because all my old friends have the same thing. And it's just a gripping pain. It's worse than childbirth. It really is. And it's like a nerve or something that's popped out or a muscle, and you got to work it back in. And it was on my driving leg, and it was just before I got in the shower. And I was so afraid that I wasn't going to be able to drive down to his doctor's appointment. Jim would have went. Jim would have brought him. But, But anyway, that started my day. And so then I picked up Don, and I dropped him off 15 minutes early for his appointment because his appointment was at 9:30, and we got to the doctor's like at 9:15. And then I went over to Kohl's. They didn't have my pants, which was stressful in itself. And because I just wanted to get it done with. I just wanted to be done with it. And then I went and picked him. I went to go pick him up, and I got there about 9:45, and he wasn't anywhere around. And so I thought, well, he must be in the back. So I waited and I waited and I waited and I waited, and then probably about 10:30, 10:45, I thought, what if I'm in the wrong office and he's sitting in another office? So I went up to the desk, and I did find out I was in the right office. He was just in the back. He was back there till 11:30. So anyway, I dropped him off, and I thought, well, I'm going to go to this other Kohl's that's by Christie's house at the mall that's over that way, which is it's probably about half hour from my house. But I thought, I can get there like a shortcut way, shortcut way to get there. And so I left to bring Don, and here, I'll show you right now the way I wanted to go and the way I did go. As you can see, I went way out of my way, way out of my way. It was just so frustrating because every time I hate roundabouts, first of all. Our road system is really odd because we go it starts at 6 Mile, it goes all the way up to 32 Mile, and it's a mile between each road. So 6 Mile, 7 Mile, 8 Mile, you get the point. And then we have roads that kind of cut like a pie so that you can take it to do a shortcut. So rather than go all the way to the end and then go up, you can go across and meet it. We have those. But then we also have the silly ones that kind of like loop around and go back to where you originally started, but there's no way to get to the other roads because they're all like in a subdivision, like a mass. It's just, and that's what I did. I ended up going on the wrong road. And my 15-minute trip from Don's house actually took me 45 minutes. And it was just ridiculous. I was just so mad. And then when I got to the mall, I knew it was on the outer part of the mall. It wasn't on the inner part of the mall. So I pulled in and I drove around the whole mall, which is a really big mall, and looking for this spot, this Kohl's, and wasn't it not at this place where I came in? It was on the left. I didn't see it because I was looking to the right, so I missed that. So then I parked there, and I parked at the wrong door, so then I got to walk to the way to the other side of the store, and my foot had fallen asleep while I was driving. Not the driving foot, but the other foot, and I was having a hard time waking it up. And it was just, I had like little tingly things. So I got the pants, I got in the car. I like to keep I don't like to have my gas tank go less than a half a tank, especially in the winter. In the winter, never goes on under a half a tank because I don't want I've heard, I don't know if it's true or not, but they say that the fumes, kind of like the vapors and stuff, you lose gas. I don't know if it's true or not. I just don't want it because I don't want it to freeze. So I thought, well, on the way home, I'm going to stop at a gas station. I have a gift card that I know I have $30 on. So I pull up into the station, put the card in. It won't accept it. So I put it in, and it's cold. Let me preface it by saying it's cold. With the wind chill yesterday, it was almost 30 below. So I put the card in and took it up. Put the card in, took it up. Put the card. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. So there was a young kid on the other side of the pump, and so he says, "Would you like some help, ma'am?" I'm going to play the old card. I said, yes, I would, thank you. So he comes around and he swipes it in and he says, I don't understand why it's not working. It should be working. It looks like you can do it. Try to pump. And I tried to pump and it wouldn't work. He said, well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm really sorry. So I said, okay. So I got in my car. I was going to drive away and I thought, no, I've already put it in. The next person that comes in, they're going to get free gas. So I went and stood in line, went into the side, stood in line. So the guy swiped the card. And he says, well, you don't have anything on this card. And I go, no, I know. I have $30 on this card. I just, it was a $50 card. I've only spent $20. I know I have $30 left on it. He says, well, ma'am, it says that you don't have enough funds on there. And I says, well, it's probably because of the pump. And he says, well, yeah, but I can cancel out that. So he canceled that out. He tried it again. He says, I'm sorry, it doesn't work. I was just so frustrated at that point. I thought, you know what? Okay, never mind. I'm not going to get gas. So I went to the bank because I had to put some money in the bank for Jim. And I passed another gas station. I thought, well, I'm going to go to this gas station. So I'll pull into that gas station. I put in the same gift card because I'm thinking maybe by the time I've left the other one, did all my other stuff, that the memory of it's gone. Slide the card in, it accepts it. Okay, I'm fine. So then I go to pump the gas. The clippy handle part, see, you know what I'm talking about? That part right there was frozen. And it wouldn't work. And it wouldn't click so that I could pump the gas. So then I went to hit cancel the transaction and it wouldn't let me cancel. So now once again I'm with the dilemma. Someone else is going to get $30 worth of gas on my gift card. So I kept pumping and pumping and pumping, and I was just getting so frustrated, and the wind was whipping, and I live by, at this point I'm almost home, and I live by the water, so it's even colder, and because the wind's off of the lake. And I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to freeze out here, but I'm determined. And then all of a sudden it clicked. Well, I didn't have my gloves on at that point, and my hands were getting so cold, but I didn't want to let go of the handle because I had the gas finally coming out. So I'm trying with one hand to put my other glove on, and then I reached over and then I'm trying with the one. I looked like a fool. I know I did. But I got my gloves on, and now I'm thinking, what if it doesn't unstick and the gas keeps pouring out? Then what am I going to do? But thankfully it stopped. So I thought, oh, okay, I got that done. So then I get home, and I thought, you know, I wanted pizza. I was just craving pizza so bad, and I didn't take my dough out of the freezer because I thought there's a new pizza place that opened up over by my house that I really like. So I thought, I'm going to save my points. I'm going to have 2 slices of pizza. I'm going to have a salad, and that's going to be my dinner. So I had I think I had a 3-point breakfast. I'm very proud of myself because I didn't actually eat breakfast at this point till it was almost 3 o'clock, because by the time I got home from all that, it was 3 o'clock. And so I thought, oh, I'm going to have the pizza. I'm just so looking forward to this. Oh, pizza, 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 yeah. Not pizza, pizza. Oh, that's Little Caesars. Pizza, pizza. But no, I was going to have my pizza. I was just, oh. So we called the place to order the pizza at 6 o'clock. And the recording said, Sorry, due to a family emergency, we've had to close the pizza parlor today. We will not be open until further notice. So I said to Jim, oh, I wanted that pizza so bad. Now, I like a Jets pizza, but Jim doesn't like a Jets pizza. And I wasn't going to drive up to get it, because the smallest you can get is 4 slices, and then I'd have 2 slices to tempt me, and I thought, no, I don't need that. So I said, okay, Jim, we're not going to, what are we going to have? And he said, well, I'm going to make a turkey pot pie. And I thought, I can't have a turkey pot pie. That's 30 points, and I don't have any more of my own pot pies because I've ate them all. I ate them all. I've eaten them all. My English. It is my first language. It doesn't seem like it sometimes, but it is my first language. And basically almost my only language, because I don't know that much French, although I took French in school, 4 years of it. What was I going to say? Oh, so I ended up, I had the rest of the turkey breast and a cheese sandwich with a salad with some pretzels and that. Disappointment, because you know when you have your mouth all set for something, it just really annoyed me. But so anyway, that was my, and I know that's really not a stressful day, but it was just like a everything go wrong kind of a day, and it was just annoying to me. And in the past, I would have turned to food. That would have been my comfort. It would have said, my frozen cake in the freezer outside would have said, Sandy, I'll make all your problems go away. Come on, just have a small slice. You've cut me up for a reason. That's why I'm in here. But no, I didn't want it. And then even when I took the pretzels, the old Sandy would have just ate out of the bag. I would just ate out of the bag, and that would have been mindless eating. And I don't mindless eat. I try not to mindless eat. I'm not saying I don't now, because you know I'm human. I'm still gonna. That's who I am. But I measured out my 1 ounce of pretzels, and then it said on the back of the package about 19 pretzels. So I weighed it out, and it was 1 ounce, and then I put them on my plate, and I counted them, and it was 19 pretzels. You know what? I did try to fudge and put 20 pretzels on there, but that put that over the ounce. So I put that 1 pretzel back in the bag. Not that I thought that the 1 pretzel was going to make or break me, but it was just like, and then another, I have chip dip left over from New Year's Eve in the refrigerator, excuse me, that the grandkids will eat when they come over. And I so wanted to have that too, but no, didn't have that. So I was really proud of myself, I really was. And I think that the whole fact of the matter was that I fit in those size 22 jeans. I think if I wouldn't have had that little non-scale victory, which was really a scale victory if you think about it, because I got down to that size. But I really think that that's what motivated me to go on. And then I didn't want to disappoint you guys. You know, it's just like, nobody wants to be a disappointment. We say that a lot in my family. If you're going for something in the, like my kids will come over and they'll say, oh, do you have any more of such and such left in the fridge? And they'll go in there, and then, and I know it's not in there. And they'll open up and they'll look, and I'm like, disappointment. We do that a lot. We have so many different things that my family says. You know, I know I stress a lot about my family, but it's just, you know, that's who I am. But I want to thank all of you for understanding what I was talking about with the blanket. It just seems so morbid that it was on her deathbed. I didn't mean it like her deathbed, but I mean the whole point when she was dying. It was just a hard point, and it was my brother and my sisters and I. We took turns, staying in the room with her. And the final night just before she passed, it was a leap year, and I was so worried she was going to die on the 29th. And my brother Michael was there with me. It was we were doing the shift for the night with my mother. And he says, it doesn't matter what time she dies. She's not going to die till March 1st. And I said, well, no, she dies tonight. And he said, no, you're not listening. We're not till the 29th. She's not going to die till the 1st. And then I finally clicked that we weren't going to call anybody until the 1st, because it was like touch and go there. And then when she made it past midnight, I was just so relieved. But anyway, the blanket brings me comfort. It really does. And I actually have a sweatshirt of hers that I wear every once in a while that was hers. And it's just memories. It just really, I just have memories of it. And my father, I have his coin that he gave me. So, you know, it's just... My brother Pat, one of my clocks is a wolf clock, which was the clock he had by his bedstand, and so I have that. And I have Susie collected bears, and so I have a little bear statue that was. Let me go show them to you. 1 minute. As predicted, a 2-parter, and I'll show you the map in the second part. Screwed that up. Meant to show it to you in this one, but didn't get that done.